What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about the top 5 most heavily shorted EV stocks in the market as of right now. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. One thing I do want to bring up though is I'm going to be including only stocks with a 100 mil market cap or greater. Every time a stock is kind of below that, they go through a lot of dilution, reverse stock splits. It's kind of in everyone's best interest to kind of not really include them, in my opinion. So again, just wanted to let you guys know about that. Moving on to stock number 5 though, Polestar, sitting at $1.10 over the last 1 year. It is up 39.31%. Then over the last 5 days, it is flat. A lot of good information here on a side note, such as volume, market cap, and so forth. But 10.52% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 41.83 million shares overall are being shorted. Time of doing this video, it is the 23rd, so you can kind of see what shorts did on that day. So on Wednesday, so shorts did return 54,000 shares as an example. Cost to borrow average is 15.38. That is a annual rate, not a daily rate. Couple of things up top here I do want to draw your attention to. I'm not going to go over them in every case, but DTC, higher the number, the higher the magnitude of a squeeze. So that does factor in Polestar, or the stock's average volume, in comparison to the number of shares being shorted. So potentially having a very high number such as 11.49 could work in its favor. Short score is 87.63, and then through IBKR it does indicate roughly around 1.1 million shares available to be shorted. So reason why I bring that up is if there is some stocks that have limited supply of shares, you could see some buying from big money. BlackRock, Vanguard are very well known for that, to buy stocks just to lend out. So again, that might potentially happen for Polestar. But with 1.1 million, that's kind of sufficient in my opinion. So you might not see any buying, possibly, but what do I know? Moving on to stock number 4, you have NIO, sitting at $4.92. Over the last 1 year, it is up 9.82%, and then over the last 5 days, having a lot of good traction, up 12.71. Currently, 11.13% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 171 million shares overall are being shorted. And for an example, on Wednesday, shorts did return just shy of 3 million shares. So shorts have been very kind of in a returning mood, if that somewhat makes sense, with NIO. So my last time I did this video, NIO was stock number 3. So because of shorts returning, obviously that did drop it, but you can kind of see right here from this purple, or sorry, this kind of pink line, it went from roughly about 14%, possibly even 15% short interest, to where it is now. So shorts, for whatever reason, have just been returning a significant amount. So again, that's really helped it appreciate price point wise recently. But DTC 4.21, short score, higher the number, higher likelihood of a squeeze happening, is sitting at 80.43, and then through IBKR it does indicate in excess of 10 million. So you won't be seeing any buying just to lend out, because there's a lot of shares. So NIO is stock number 4. Moving on to stock number 3, you have Rivian, sitting at 14.02. Over the last 1 year, it is down 19.89%, and then over the last 5 days, up 8.77%. Currently, 20.07% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 155.36 million shares overall are being shorted. Once again, another stock that has a high DTC short score as well, and then through IBKR does indicate roughly around 3.9 million shares is available to be shorted. Moving on to stock number 2, this one has definitely done very well recently. That is Faraday Future, sitting at 274. Over the last 1 year, it's not doing all that great, but down 82.3%. Over the last 5 days, though, up 16.84, and then over the last 1 month, up 90.94. But as far as this, 27.51% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 25.47 million shares overall being shorted. So shorts honestly have been playing a very weird game, kind of going back and forth quite a lot recently, but you can kind of see back in March, there was a significantly higher short interest, almost roughly around like 40%. So shorts have returned a kind of notable amount in that time period, which has helped it really appreciate. Cost to borrow average is 16.9, 2.5 for the DTC, and then through IBKR it does indicate roughly around 750,000 shares. So in this case, you definitely could be seeing some buying over the next couple trading days, as some big players will buy it just to lend out. So again, something to keep in mind. And the reason why as well I bring that up is because institutions buying it to lend it out, that will add even further buying pressure. So of course that's kind of a good thing. So let me know your thoughts on that. And then moving on to stock number 1. This stock, honestly, ever since I started to do this list, roughly around a year and a half ago, it's been always number 1 for the most part, and that is Lucid, sitting at 308. Over the last 1 year, it is down 11.37%, and then over the last 5 days, up 4.05%. But having 30.07% of the free float being shorted is very crazy if you ask me. Worked out to be 370 million shares. Cost to borrow average has been a little bit lower, kind of dropping recently, and that is sitting at 9.68. DTC is 2.63 as well. So of course that's a very common thing so far of all these stocks, is that it does have a fairly high DTC. So all these need is a good catalyst. I think the EV market has been largely suppressed due to various reasons, geopolitical issues, the current administration as well. So I think if there is something that does go right for the EV market, you can definitely see a nice push higher. But in Lucid's case, you did see shorts return just on Wednesday, 6.39 million shares. Through IBKR does indicate 800,000 shares is available to be shorted. So in this case, you definitely could be seeing some buying as well over the next couple of trading days. And as well, I guess just kind of saying it out loud, that is why possibly shorts could have returned the amount that they did on Wednesday, just to free up some available shares. Again, all of it's kind of a fun circle of life for shorting. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Do you own any of them? If so, give yourself a shout out. Are you buying them for the long term? Are you buying them for a squeeze play? Do you think any of these stocks are actual squeeze plays? And if so, let me know your viewpoint on that. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you are looking for some solid buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point. Definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.